Okay, let's try to import this one. So we can say this is related to Kubernetes resource monitoring. I will select the source again. And now we can see all the pods are up and running and what are the RAMs it used. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aman. I hope you are doing great. So this video will be going to be the last part of this project that we are doing is end-to-end DevOps project where we are deploying Netflix application. Until part 4, we did a lot of things from creating the infrastructure using Terraform and automating using GitHub Actions. Then after that, we have configured Jenkins server where we installed multiple plugins and then we created around 10 to 12 stages pipeline. We have deployed our application on Kubernetes cluster by configuring a self-managed Kubernetes cluster or unmanaged Kubernetes cluster. And in this video, we will be going to cover monitoring part where this is the one of the important thing when your application has been deployed and it's time to monitor your application because there would be some low latencies and all those things and your pods informations and a lot of things you have to see and also you have to monitor your Jenkins servers as well. So all those things that we will be going to do in this today's video and again this video will be beginner friendly. So if you don't know about any Prometheus or Grafana, so we will be going to do things from scratch that how to work with Prometheus, how to create a file or config file, how to scrape the metrics to send the particular server's metrics to the monitoring server and then we will be able to see it or visualize it on our Grafana dashboard. So let's get started. So as you can see, this is my Kubernetes cluster because we are able to see our pods and all those things are running. So for now, I will just remove this and first of all, I will directly jump on my monitoring server that is running since 2 to 3 days. I will click on connect and let's connect with this. So I will log in as Ubuntu user. Then after that, first of all, we will update our machine. So is there any packages? All those things will be updated. As the update is completed, now we have to create a group called Prometheus. Then we have to create a user for Prometheus as well with the group Prometheus. And then after that, I will create few folders where we will be going to keep our Prometheus files. Then after that, we have to install the package for the Prometheus. So this is the command and the version is 3.6.0 and we can see our Prometheus package is here. Now we will be going to unzip it. As we can see, the package is unzipped. Now we have to move all the content present in this directory. Now I will just go to the directory of Prometheus that we have unzipped. And after that, we will be going to move the binaries. So there is one binary which is Prometheus and that will be going to move in bin where we used to install the packages. Then we will move prom tool to the local bin as well. And after that, we will set the permission to Prometheus user. After that, we will be going to move the files prometheus.yaml where we will provide our scraping things. And now as we have created the prometheus.yaml file, now we have to create the prometheus.service file because we want to start and stop services using systemd. So for that, I will create a service called Prometheus.service, and then this is the content that we will be going to keep for this. So you can see the description, then we have bonds and user and group we have, then also we are providing the logs and all those things and how to start this. So all these things are there. I will just save it and then I will exit from this file. Now after adding this, we have to do the daemon reload, and then we can enable our Prometheus service and we can start the Prometheus service as well. Now let's check the status of the service. You can see that our Prometheus service is running. Now what we can do, we can just try to check it from our public IP as well. So this is my public IP. We can see the dashboard of Prometheus, and if I just go to the target health, we can see there is one target already here, which comes by default. Now we will be going to install Grafana. So this is the keyrings in this. It will create the file which is grafana.jpg, and after that we will be signing the GPG keys and then we will update it. After that we can install the Grafana. And then we have to enable it. And after that we have to enable it and start the service of Grafana. And we can see that Grafana is running. Now we will access the Grafana as well. So the IP will be same. I will copy the IP and the port will be 3000. And yes, we can see the login page and we are able to see the Grafana login page. So the username and password would be same, which is admin and admin. And I'll just create new password. So now we can see the dashboards and not like of the Grafana, and there will be things like connections. We can use data sources. So for now, what we will do, we just simply go to the data source and let's add the data source first. So we have Prometheus. After that, we have to provide the URL as well. So this is the URL that we need. And let's save and test. And yes, we can see that it's working. Now if we go to the dashboard, so there is like no metrics available for now. So that's why so if we try to import one of the metrics, so this is the thing, and if I just try to import it, so as you can see, there is no data coming because we did not set up any node exporter or any source to get the metrics. So now we will be going to configure the source. So set up the monitoring for Jenkins. So for that, I'll go to the Jenkins section and we have to go to the manage plugins. And here we have to search for Prometheus. And here it is. Now we have to install it and I'll click on restart. Now after this, we have to add the target for our Prometheus. So for that we have file which is etc prometheus.yaml, and here we used to provide the targets or source, you can say, from where it will fetch all the metrics. So first of all, we will be going to add it. So we have to add the job name. So I'll write the job name as Jenkins. We have to provide the static configs as well. And in the targets, we have to provide the IP. So I'll just copy the IP. Then now we have to provide the metric path, because by default it will go to the /metric path, and we have the custom path for Jenkins, which is Prometheus. So now we are fine with this. So I'll just save it. Then we can check the configurations whether it is valid or not. So we can see that it's showing success. It means the configuration is valid. Now I need to just restart my Prometheus service. And let's see the targets we should be able to see. So for now you will be able to see unknown because it's getting restarted, but we are able to see this Jenkins one. And let's see whether we will be able to see or not. So I'll just again refresh this. So yes, we can see this as an up. Now if I go to the dashboard again and try to import the dashboard, and this time we need Jenkins ID. So the Jenkins ID for monitoring is 9964. So I'll load this. We can see that this is related to Jenkins performance and health overview. I'll select the source and we are able to import it, and we can see the data and executor free and all those related informations we can see. So this is related to Jenkins and Jenkins monitoring. Now we will be going to implement the monitoring for Kubernetes. So I will log into my Kubernetes nodes. So first of all, I need to log into my master node, and to get the metrics related to Kubernetes resources, for that we need Kube-State Metrics deployed. So we will be going to deploy that Kube-State Metrics. So after login into the machine, we will be going to clone the Kube-State Metrics config, and we have the all the resources present here that we need to apply. So I'll just run the command kubectl apply -f, and we can see there would be resources created. Now let's check what are the resources created. So we can see that Kube-State Metrics is getting up. Now we can see that our pod is up and running. Let's check the service as well. Yes, wrong. So yes, we can see this is running on 8081 port and 8080. So now we will just patch the service so we will be able to access it on our browser using noteport service. So it's giving error, may not be set to none for noteport service. So I'll just edit the service. So we can just remove this. And then we can keep this node port. I'll just again edit this and remove this spec section. Let's try to do this. And then let's try to patch the service. Okay, it's not working. So we'll just remove this. Now I will replace this file with this. We'll just yes, we are able to create the service. And if I'll just try to access it on our machine, so we should be able to do that. I'll just run metrics, and we can see all the metrics here related to all the Kubernetes resources. Now after adding this, we have to just add the source in the Prometheus, and this is our job. And I'll just copy the IP. And the metric part would be slash metrics, as we can see here. . Now we just restart the service, but before that I'll just check it, and then yes, we are fine now. Let's restart the Prometheus service, and we should be able to see our target here. And yes, the Prometheus one is here, and it is taking some time for this one. So yes, all three are up. Now let's go to our dashboard, and I'll just import one dashboard, and let's try to import 14513. This should be okay. This is not related to this, so we can change we can again import the dashboard. Yeah, let's try to import this one. So we can say this is related to Kubernetes resource monitoring. I will select the source again, and now we can see all the pods are up and running, and what are the RAMs it used. So this is it for this project, and we have enabled the monitoring. Like, this is very basic monitoring that we have enabled for this project, but when you're working with multiple applications, you have to enable the logging as well, and this is one of the metrics monitoring we have enabled. So as the monitoring is working fine, we are ready to access our application. So as you know that our application was running on 32,000 port. So what I'll do, I'll just, copy this IP, and here is our application. So we can see this is the one of the video you will be able to see, and ultimately this data is coming from TMDB. That for that we have added the API integration, and there are multiple things available, but again it won't work because ultimately it will run only one video. As you know that if it will play all the videos, then it's not legal or ethical thing, right? So that's why it's not working. But yes, this is it for this project, and I hope you liked it. And for the cleanup part, I can say that you just need to go to this workflow and run the workflow and just run the destroy command, and it will destroy all your resources within 4 to 5 minutes. So yes, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video. Happy learning, and feel free to tag me on LinkedIn, or if you stuck somewhere, you can reach out to me on the Discord server. So I will provide the link and all the Medium blog where you will find the documentation of this project. I will provide you all the details in the description, so you will be able to find it over there as well. So yeah, thank you. Have a good day. Bye.